All right, so here is part 2 of the lecture explaining this to you. So here are some examples of infographics. This one's actually really cool because it's an infographic on what makes a good infographic. So this one, so it tells you data, design, shareability, and story. These are the most important things, and then they come together to create a good infographic. But you see they're bold colors. The stuff they think is most important is right in front, and then also in the middle. These things are all caps. The things that are not quite as important are lowercase. So they used a lot of different visual cues to kind of draw your eye in. This one is actually about a hospital ship, so the USNS Mercy and the USNS Comfort. And so they just want to give you some quick uh, facts about the different kinds of things that you might do. So it looks like this infographic is probably to encourage people to join them because it says it's giving you a quote from one of the physicians that works with them. This one is on critically endangered animals. So you see they only chose 5 animals. Specifically, they said ones you don't hear about. Each band has a different color and a different animal. Uh, there's not a ton of information. Obviously, they could probably tell us a ton more information about the red wolf, but they just chose 3 of the most important facts. This one's a little blurry, but how to protect your home against mosquitoes. So there are 10 tips on how to protect your home. And the picture in the middle shows you, it's just a really quick visual to show you all the possible ways that you might be encouraging mosquitoes around your home. This one, the 6 stages of social business transformation. So they're trying to show you that your business is, these are kind of in the beginning, you're starting small, and as you grow your business, you're going to meet these different skills, and they're actually visually showing you that by having the buildings grow and grow each time. So these are different resources you can use to learn more about different careers. So again, if you know right away you truly want to do something art related, you may have already started doing your research. That's awesome. If you're a little bit stuck, these are really great places to look. These 2 in particular are going to have a really big list of art careers. So even if you know what you want to do, it's a more typical art career, I suggest checking one of these 2, and they will probably have a paragraph giving you more information. And so that might be able to be all of the research you need to do. Again, this is just more jobs with your art degrees, highest paying jobs for art majors. This and this right here, these are 2 different bloggers that made up their own kind of interview articles with different makers. And so you see we have a paper flower artist, a party and event blogger, a creative director, cake director, a couple authors. Here we have a floral designer, a stylist, a purse designer, furniture designer. So there's a lot of different things here. These are cool because they actually interviewed them. This one's interviews. This one's they actually went to the place. So you're going to see a lot of pictures about what these artists do in particular. This is just a quick video, but it actually shows you ways that AI are being used in music, art, and poetry. So if you're interested in coding or computer science, this might be a good video to watch to get some ideas. And then I have not seen this, I don't have Disney Plus, but the Imagineering series actually talks about how they build different lands and build different rides at Disney. So if that's a dream job for you, if you're into engineering or in kind of fantasy interior design, this might be a good thing if you have Disney Plus to check that out. And then the last resource that I have is the Scholastic Art Careers. So if you watch this video tutorial, it'll actually show you how to find these articles. So I did get a few of them ready for you. So if you click this, it's actually going to open up directly to the article so you could read it there. But If one of these doesn't interest you, they actually have 49. I obviously only did about 7 or so. Um, so this is also a really great resource to go where you could just read that one article and that could be all the research that you need to do. So we have adventure videographer, stone carver, glass blower, Pixar animator, Lego toy designer, painter, food photographer. Some other ones that I remember seeing were like someone who worked at an art museum, someone who built furniture. There were a couple different types of like photography and videography. So if you still need more help, I really suggest going here. They have some really great information for you. So same as always, it should take you about 60 to 90 minutes to complete this whole project, to brainstorm, research, make the infographic, make the slide, and then turn it in. This project, actually, sorry, it says you need to make the slide. You don't need to make a slide for this one. The project is due, as always, next Monday at 8 a.m. After you've made your infographic, please turn it in Google Classroom. Please turn in the file, not a link. If you're able to either turn in as a file or a link, please don't do the link. It makes it harder for me to grade. So you're going to download it to your computer and then upload it to Google Classroom. And if you use Google Draw, do not share it with me. Remember, I don't want shared items. I only want you to turn in using the link. And then this is really important. If you're okay with me posting it to the @mvms_art Instagram account, please write me a private comment. If you don't want me to do it, just ignore it. Don't write a private comment. But if you are okay with me posting it, go ahead and let me know. And then this would also give permission to Mrs. Brown to repost on the Mesa Verde account just in case she asks. But again, if you don't want me to post it, don't send me a private message. You don't need to do anything. I'll just assume you don't want me to if you don't answer. FAQs, as always, please check questions. As always, please check the FAQs first. As you know, I answer emails off and on from Monday to Friday from 8 to 4. And then I also do the Zoom office hour on Wednesdays from 2 to 3. Please check Google Classroom for the code. But if you have a question about a specific program, such as Canva or Easily, please look it up on your own. I can't give information for every single different program or device that's out there. So that's everything. I hope you find a really cool job, and let me know if you have questions.